that's part of the problem in the movement. When you say legalization, it may be different than what Al says is legalization. Someone else has an idea of legalization. And then the next thing is, well, are you talking about legalization of all drugs? Or are you talking about the legalization of marijuana? Are you talking about personal use? Are you talking about public use? Are you talking about able to grow at home? Or are you talking about standing in lines waiting for it at a gas station? Are there going to be hours to serve? Wait a minute now, just let me finish and you get your question. Are we going to have hours to serve, zones that you can serve it in? And how about the drive-away issue? Does it have to be a designated driver? And all this other nonsense, you see? When you say, wait a minute, let me finish, doctor. When you talk legalization, always try to give people this little quote, because what we're talking about, a lot of us, hardcore, is that you can't make it legal or illegal. It's part of the planet. It's like strawberries. It ain't going to go away. People like it. Now then, you're going to have to deal with public use, public distribution. What happens with intoxications? Whether you can have it with dancing or not, what kind of music, and so on and so forth. And those are all public issues. But the right to grow and consume in the privacy of your own home.
Oh, I'd like to say...
Wait a minute. If your child comes home to you at 14 years old and says, listen, Tony smoked pot the other day with his parents, and Susie, his mother, gave her LSD for her 16th birthday. I've trusted you guys all my life, and they're really neat kids. Now, I'm in art class with Susie, and she is absolutely, what about it, folks? Can I? May I? Should I? Would I? What if I did and you didn't, et cetera, et cetera. And so when you talk about this issue about legalization, remember that we're talking about the cultural aspects of being able to answer those questions. Well, I smoked pot in college and I remembered it and it was pretty good. And if you know somebody that's got some and it isn't too expensive, go get some and I'll sit there and watch it. I may even take a toke or two. How's that? What if we get off? We may not go hunting anymore.
He's dreaming.
We may just go take pictures or something. You get what I'm saying? Might be a whole new experience. But because of this drug war, you can't even do it. You can't even talk about it. They try to suppress even talking about hemp, not drug legalization. In a town not too far from here yesterday.
Hey, from the audience, when people ask me, when do you think they will legalize marijuana, I tell them they never will. They made it illegal. They spend millions of dollars every day spreading half-truths and outright lies, keeping it illegal. They're hogging the money. That we wouldn't have to be into this money problem if we let this planet live. We outnumber they. Let's get busy.
Yeah. What do you think about saying like other drugs?
What do I think about other drugs?
Yeah, like
you want to know my feeling about legalization?
Yeah, about other.
I try to stay away from the question because over the years I've become very liberal. I see 423,000 was the United States government announced last year died from tobacco. 125,000 people died from alcohol, not including car accidents. That was dying 8 to 24 years sooner than they were supposed to. Now, when you have those type of numbers, 423,000 deaths, against this number that have died from marijuana throughout history, since the time Earth began, that's how many people have died prematurely from marijuana, except at the hands of police. When you're driving a car, when you're stoned driving a car, and you can tell this to any cop, this is bailed out by all the studies they've done, and they've done hundreds and hundreds of studies. They found out that you drove better when you were stoned. You just shut up. You just missed your freeway exit.
He's a friend. We can talk about
You missed your freeway exits more often, but you didn't go, holy shit, I missed my freeway exit.
I have 4 or 5 friends that would agree with you right there that when they smoke pot, they drive.
That they missed their freeway.
They just drive.